Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Shout out to all my gods and goddesses checking out this video. I am C, the spiritual goddess, here for a special video today. Shout out to everyone that's checking this out. Leave me some crystal balls in the chat. And if you're watching the playback, leave me some in the comments. If you're happy to be here, if you're ready for this full moon. So today, to explain to you guys what's going to happen, hopefully I sound good. My little headphones are but hopefully you guys can hear me. But today we are going to be talking about this full moon and Taurus coming up. We have a lot of energy to talk about there. Then we're going to be also getting into what messages Spirit has for us for this full moon, for this eclipse season. We are going into a partial eclipse. Also, afterwards, fam, after we get done with this here, we will be doing some open tarot readings. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I will be picking people at random. If you do want to skip the line, now is the time to cash app your $15 because I won't be on here for too long, okay? Also, guys, make sure you stay till the end of this video because right after this, we are going to be premiering the Britney Spears video. Yes, I know I've been teasing this the beginning of this week. So we're going to go ahead and get into this Britney Spears tarot reading. We'll talk more about that at the end of this video before we get into that live, okay? So let's go ahead and get into this full moon energy. Let's go ahead and talk about it, okay? So, you know, it's a very, very interesting time in the astrology. I love talking about astrology. I could talk about it all day. So, I'm sorry, excuse me, guys. Before I talk about this, I want to first tell you guys, thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to thank you all so much for your feedback. Thank you so much for the donations. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys don't know how much you've been uplifting me during this time. So I wanted to start off by saying that before we talk about this full moon in Taurus, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. You know, I can't forget about you guys. I'm showing you love. All right, so November 19th, we are going into the full moon in Taurus. Full moon in Taurus is one of my favorite full moons because it deals a lot with releasing a lot of whatever that stagnated energy is when it comes to money abundance. I personally love working with the full moon energy because especially if you do any type of root work or anything like that, full moon is where you want to really, really take inventory of your life. I know we talk about that here on this channel. And you really want to, release those things that's been stagnating you throughout the month. This is also a good time to look at and conjure this energy so you can manipulate this energy to work for you. You know what I mean? I'm the type of person, I don't believe in bad energy time when it comes to astrology. On this channel, I'm all about making this energy work for you. And this is definitely true with this full moon and Taurus. So let's talk about it, okay? I did write some notes. So first off, the full moon in Taurus happens November 19th, 3:58 a.m. if you are on Eastern time. This is also beginning the partial eclipse season, okay? With the partial eclipse moon being in the sign of Taurus during Scorpio season, it's like a push and pull, okay? Taurus energy is more practical, nurturing, physical, tangible. When I think about Taurus energy, it's all about the abundance, that protective energy, that creative energy. When I think about Taurus, I think about like that childlike energy, that energy of playing, the energy of really dwelling in what makes you at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? And then when we talk about Scorpio wants to control. Scorpio energy is very intense. It's like that desire to, control things and manipulate it in the way you want, if you get what I'm saying, okay? Scorpio energy is also about putting things to bed. While I was meditating on this energy, a message really came to me, and what Spirit is really saying during this time, they want you to let things fall, give up control, surrender to a higher purpose, evolve and elevate your soul on a higher level. Now's the time, and what I mean by that is, even if it's the little things, now is the time to create those healthy habits spiritually. So maybe, you need to up your game on your meditation. Maybe you need to up your game on, your ancestor altar practice. Whatever that is, Spirit is saying now is the time to create those habits on one end, right? But also, Spirit is also calling on you to step out of your comfort zone and into what I like to call that childlike energy of creating, doing things that make you happy. When we start this eclipse season, you're going to see a lot of things, especially in the world, change. A lot of unorthodox, I don't want to say options, a lot of unorthodox or things we may perceive as unorthodox will become normal now, or will provide us a source of resources. So for instance, if you apply this to your personal life, maybe you're someone who you normally work a normal 9 to 5, right? And you may find yourself wanting to expand and attract more abundance in your life. We talk about Taurus, right? That Taurus energy. So Spirit is calling on you to actually find what makes you happy. I was watching a video earlier today, and this young lady stated, if it can make you happy, it can make you money. And that is true. Spirit is calling on you to be creative during this time. Maybe, doing gig work, maybe getting into that creative side and tapping into that energy. see what works for you to bring you that abundance. You know, for those of you who may be feeling lacking at this moment, Spirit is calling on you to really take inventory of your life and ask yourself, you know, where can I fill these spaces? Because if you're feeling lacking in your life when it comes to money, abundance, it's not just a physical thing. And I know Taurus is more on a tangible level. When we think about, you know, for me, Taurus is more of that tangible abundance, that tangible. And whereas Scorpio is more so behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's the things that you can't physically, when I'm thinking about the Scorpio energy, necessarily manipulate in a way. You get what I'm saying? So Spirit is telling you to tap back into that shadow side of yourself. Tap back into that part of yourself that you block off. You know, that you were told doesn't work in your life. You know, how many times we've been told in our life when it comes to doing things that's creative, when it comes to doing things, you know, that we will consider play. You know what I mean? How many times have you been told that, you know, you can't really make money, or you're wasting your time? Spirit is telling you now is where it's time for you to tap into that energy. You get what I'm saying? Because it's important for you to recognize, and look, I already got some cards coming out. It's important for you to recognize and acknowledge that side of yourself and give it permission to step out during this time. When I'm thinking about this full moon Taurus energy, I'm thinking about more playful energy. So now is definitely the time to, you know, get into not only those career fields, but get into that energy that, you know, switching up your look, switching up things in your home. Now is definitely the time to take care of your home, getting things in order, you know, getting things organized, creating a system. This is the perfect time for that, okay? So let's go ahead and pull some cards for the collective. Enough about that. We're going to go ahead and pull some cards for the collective for this full moon in Taurus. So let's first ask Spirit, what can the collective expect for this overall energy? What can the collective expect? Let's see. Don't forget to answer the poll too, guys. If you haven't already, make sure you answer the poll. It should pop up. Maybe for some of you on the mobile watching the live, not sure if it's going to pop up, but if you are watching this, and the poll does pop up for you, make sure you hit that there, okay? All right, so let's see. All right, so the first card we have is Focus, the Path. Purity. Let's see. And then Wheel. Okay. And then Patience on the end. Spirit is telling you it's important for you to remember the path that you're on. It's important for you to really pay attention. And not only pay attention, have patience. Pay attention to the things surrounding you is what Spirit is saying. Especially during this time. It's the little things that will make a big difference at the end of the day. Spirit is telling me that for a lot of you, it's like you're finally cleansing. It's like cleansing the soul on a deeper level. And that takes time. You get what I'm saying? It's important that you have faith that everything is going to work out in your favor. It's important that you trust your ancestors, trust your instincts. Think about, let's see what other cards. Spirit is definitely telling me for you all to think about the bigger picture at the end of the day. If you can do what you wanted to do and money wasn't a factor, what would you do at the end of the day? It's important for you to really pay attention to that and fall into that energy is what Spirit is saying. I also get for the collective, be careful of extremes. Pay attention to the polar extremes, the things that's polarizing in your life. You know what I mean? Spirit is telling you to really pay attention to that and provide some type of balance. See if there's an area for you to find some type of order and balance in the chaos. I don't know why that's the word, like within the chaos, within the madness. You get what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and pull some more cards, and then we're going to get into some open tarot readings if some people do want to come through. Otherwise, we're going to talk about some other announcements here. So let's see. What cards? Where's the messages Spirit wants to give to us for this full moon eclipse season? How can we prepare? What can we do? So much Spirit. Ooh. Well, two cards that wanted to pop out. Communication is key, okay? So Spirit is telling you it's important that you be honest and communicate from an honest space on where you actually fall short at. You get what I'm saying? Or where do you need help at? It's also important too, because with this full moon in Taurus, we talk about healthy habits, right? For some of you, Spirit is telling me you may have enforced those negative thoughts on yourself. You know, I myself, a work in progress, so I can definitely understand that. And I had to really take a look at things and really be honest on if I provide myself or if I give myself the love that I need. Meaning, do I talk down on myself? And that's something that Spirit is saying for a lot of us, we need to really be cognizant on. You know, when you make mistakes, do you talk down on yourself, even if it's just joking? You know, those little things that you say, and I saw a meme earlier this week, and it's so true, that said those little jokes that you say on yourself programs you subconsciously. So instead of speaking necessarily negativity or doubt, start speaking positivity and light for yourself. You get what I'm saying? So that's very important. Also, Spirit has a card that pop out is luck is on your side. So for those of you who's worried, your angels got you. And this is definitely what Spirit wants us to remember, that everything happens for us, not necessarily to us. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's very important that you remember that. Look, the card that I'm saying while I just said that sentence is hold your vision. It's important for you to hold your vision. You have to always remember that at the end of the day, things are going to work out in your favor. If you get what I'm saying, okay? So let's see. Emotions are running high. And I think this is important for me to say here, because I think Spirit wants us to know that don't take everything so personal, okay? Don't take everything so personal. Sometimes things are supposed to just go, or things or people, they're supposed to go their separate ways. That's okay. Sometimes people say stuff and speak out. It's not necessarily an attack on you. People speak from their trauma. You have to always remember that spirit is calling on you. And I definitely see with this full moon, the energy that it's giving is let things roll off of your back and don't take things so personal, because it's not at the end of the day. Okay. All right. Let me pull one more card and then I'm going to move on to some. Hey, and then the final card is meditate and contemplate. Now is the perfect time for you to really sit and pause, is what I call it. Basically, taking up a moment to yourself, really looking at things for what they are at the current moment, and not just only looking at things, but also sitting with spirit and letting spirit speak to you, sitting in that silence. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into a couple more cards. Let's ask spirit. Let's see. Let's ask spirit, what blessings are coming our way this full moon in Taurus? What blessings are coming our way? Okay, so partnership and alliance. Some of you are going to make really good, strong connections. I do see like soul connections. But for a lot of you, this is really partnering and getting aligned more so. I see a lot of you finding balance. We got spiritual strength. Yeah, it's like when I'm looking at this card, I'm looking at someone is like they are confident. They have a peace about themselves. And it's like their spirit, their higher self is holding all, quote unquote, the weight, preventing things from falling down on them. And I think the reason why I'm looking at this card is because spirit is wanting to remind you that, or your spirit team, you're protected. You know what I'm saying? You're guided. You get what I'm saying? You like what do they say? The Lord doesn't put too much on you for you to handle, or something like that. The Lord doesn't put anything on you that you can't handle, basically. And I feel like this applies to you. For my babies that's listening, it's important for you to remember that your spirit guides, your ancestor team, God, whatever you believe in, is not going to put more on you than you can't handle at the end of the day. Remember, you signed a soul contract. You get what I'm saying? It's important for you, because we got the meditation card that came up again. It's important for you to really make sure you get centered. Even if you need to withdraw from people, even if you need to take a vacation, whatever you need to do, spirit is telling you to get centered and really pay attention to your thoughts. Pay attention to what's going on. And don't be so quick to make decisions during this time. Now is the time for you to think things through before moving forward, okay? With any decision or any contract or anything like that, okay? All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Let me know what you guys think. I'm so curious to hear from you all. Before we get into what's to come, don't forget, guys, that I'll make the announcement here. Right now, currently, I am setting up a new service for you all. I'm going to be doing the 2022 12 card pool readings. I know some of my babies from last year asked me if I was going to bring that out. Last year was a 6 card pool, but this year is going to be a 12 card pool to find out what's in store for you for 2022. Okay. So tomorrow that sale should be active. Make sure you guys check that out there and book, because I will be doing limited spaces for this. So make sure you guys book there on my site. It should be up by noon tomorrow, but just make sure you sign up for my email list so you don't miss out on that. Which brings me to the giveaway. Yes, guys. So for the month of November, don't forget, we are still giving away one video reading to one lucky person. All you have to do is just sign up for my email list on my site. On December 2nd, I will be sending off the contest winner a notice letting them know that they won. So make sure you guys check that out there, okay? Also, guys, don't forget, tonight at 9 p.m. we are premiering the Britney Spears video. I don't think I have any people in the open chat, so I'm probably going to be ending this soon and waiting for this video to premiere. But make sure you guys are there for that. We got into some things when it comes to this Britney reading. I'm so excited to for you guys to see this. It was very interesting, and what's so funny is I actually filmed this video on October 1st, and then everything transpired. So it was before she actually officially, got them papers to tell her people's bye. But I'm so happy for Britney, and we'll definitely get into this energy. I'm so elated for you guys to see this reading, okay? Also, guys, don't forget, I will be coming back later on this week. Since we didn't have any people who wanted to do any open tarot tonight, I will be coming back later on for some open tarot readings. If you do want to skip the line, you definitely can. It's $15 for 2 questions. So make sure you guys hit me up on my IG. I will be announcing on my community wall when I will be going live again, okay? So thank you once again to all my gods and goddesses who were here and checked that out. Until then, all my gods and goddesses, don't forget to always rock your crown. See you in the next video, the Britney Spears video. Peace.